She said it so softly I almost missed it. A sigh. A quiet collapse of breath between us. Then the sentence that rearranged the room. "I'm not sure about us." The words drifted out like she'd rehearsed them in hotel mirrors, shaping doubt into something gentle, something she hoped would land softly. But it didn't. It slid under my skin, sharp and familiar, like a blade returning to an old wound. I watched her, the way she wouldn't meet my eyes, the way she fiddled with the strap of the bag she'd insisted was just for a relaxing solo trip, the way her phone, face down, kept buzzing with silent insistence. I didn't speak. Silence is a scalpel, and tonight I needed a clean cut. She shifted again, uncomfortable in the quiet I'd wrapped around her. Maybe she expected anger, a scene, a storm. But storms are loud, and I had learned to be quiet. My fingers rested calmly on the divorce papers hidden in the drawer beside me, signed this morning, notarized by noon. I felt their weight like a secret heartbeat. Her eyes flicked up, searching for something in my face. Fear, pain, confusion. But I'd buried those days ago. All that remained now was observation, and the slow satisfaction of finally watching truth corner a liar. She sighed again, and in that breath I knew she sensed it, that I wasn't reacting the way she'd prepared for. Good, because this moment, this delicate unraveling, was only the beginning. It started 3 months ago, not with a kiss or a message or a slip of the tongue. Just a look, one she didn't know she'd given. A look after she ended a call too quickly. A look when her phone lit up with a name she pretended not to recognize. A look when she whispered, "I'm exhausted," but smelled like cologne I didn't own. People think betrayal is loud, slamming doors, screaming matches, shattered plates. They don't realize the real damage is quiet. A shift in tone, a pause before speaking, a smile that doesn't quite belong to you anymore. At first I tried to explain the signs away. Long hours at work, stress, fatigue, all the usual excuses people feed themselves to avoid tasting the truth. But truth has a flavor you can't forget once it hits your tongue. Metallic, bitter, final. It happened the night she accidentally shared her location with me. A glitch, she said later, a mistake. But there it was, a hotel across town, far from the girls' night she claimed she was at. And then there was the name, Garrett, appearing on her screen more times in a week than mine did. She thought she was careful, deleting threads, archiving photos, hiding receipts. But she didn't know I'd stopped trying to save us long before she stopped pretending to care. I became quiet, attentive. Every word she spoke became evidence. Every excuse a breadcrumb. Every lie a line connecting her to him. I didn't confront her, not yet. The strongest traps are the ones your prey walks into willingly. Investigation is a strange thing when the person you're investigating shares your bed. I watched her sleep, watched her turn away from me more each night, watched her phone, face down, locked with a new passcode she swore she never changed. I memorized the rhythm of her lies, the cadence, the small tremors in her voice when she spoke his name, disguised as a coworker. I played my part, the calm husband, the trusting man, the one who believed her solo trip was exactly that. But underneath that performance, a colder version of me worked in silence. Phone records, shared account activity, credit card charges for 2 meals, 2 drinks, 2 towels. I even called the hotel once, pretending to be her brother. They confirmed her stay, and the extra guest registered under her room. Garrett. The name sat in my mind like a stain. Still, I waited. Waiting sharpens the blade. She grew bolder. Late-night showers, Unexplained smiles, that distant glow people wear when they think they've outsmarted the world. And I grew colder. The night before her solo trip, she kissed me for the first time in weeks. Soft, forced, a performance meant to pacify a guilt she thought she hid well. I kissed her back, not out of love, but to mark the moment the last piece of us died. The next morning, when her car pulled out of the driveway, I sat down at the kitchen table, opened the folder, signed the divorce papers with a steady hand. My signature didn't shake, my heart didn't stutter, because the truth wasn't painful anymore. It was liberating. When she returned from her trip, something in her had already shifted. Guilt weighed on her shoulders. But guilt is heavy only when you fear being caught. And she didn't think I knew. Her bag hit the floor. Her phone buzzed. 3 times. Then again. I saw the name light up before she flipped it over. Garrett. Everything inside me went still. I reached into the drawer beside me, pulled out the folder, placed it on the table between us. She blinked. Confused. Then afraid. What? What is that? I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She opened it slowly, saw her name already signed beneath mine. The date, the finality. Her breath caught. What? Why? Her voice cracked before she could finish. Finally, I spoke. Just one sentence. Say hi to Garrett. The blood drained from her face. Her lips parted, searching for lies she could still use like weapons, but none came, because in that moment, surrounded by evidence she never knew I held, she understood. I had known all along. She tried to speak, to explain, to weave a new story from the dying threads of the old one, but I just watched her unravel. I can explain, she whispered. I know, I replied. You've been doing it for months. Tears welled, not out of regret, but fear. Fear of losing control, fear of being exposed, fear of finally facing the consequences she thought she'd escaped. I made a mistake, she begged. No, I said quietly. You made choices. Her knees weakened. She sank into the chair across from me, the same